Hi, I'm Mike.
And hi, I'm Ash.
And we've taken you on a lot of adventures, but we're taking you on a brand new adventure. We're taking you out ice fishing in our ice shack with us.
So we catch a lot of fish. We catch a lot of big fish. Like this guy here. That's a nice big size, kokanee. Now, what we're catching here is a smaller kokanee. 13 inches would be a monster, in this lake that we go to. But they are so tasty and so fresh, and it's just fantastic.
And what's funny is we'll sit on the ice in our ice shanty. We'll have a couple drinks. We'll sit by the heater. And what's funny, what you don't see is we just sit there for an hour.
Yeah.
Sometimes we sit there for an hour and a half, and then all of a sudden it's on.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Man.
A school will come by and they'll sit right underneath our holes for like maybe several minutes. Now that doesn't sound like much, but I mean when that happens, you're just catching them left and right, and they'll be attacking the bait, and I mean you got to time it just right, and you'll see a little jigging and whatnot, and then jigging to get them excited, but also catching them. But it is
we're
really
jigging,
exciting.
we're setting the hook, and like when you look down, when you're looking down from above, I'm sitting on the left side in this video, Jake's sitting in the middle, Ash is sitting on the other side, and you're gonna see us actively jigging. But look down Jake's hole.
Yeah.
There's fish darting. You can see them right on the GoPro.
Oh,
They're darting all over underneath us.
If you could have been there, it would have been even cooler, yeah. But I think it showed up pretty good on the video. I really do.
Oh man, it is amazing.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. Okay, so like always, or at least oftentimes, Jake didn't catch the most, but he caught the biggest one of the day.
He always catches the biggest one.
Oh, he always seems to. I don't know how. He's just very lucky. Or skill, I don't know. But
You'll see him fighting. You'll see him fighting. It's going all under the ice in this video.
Yeah, he fought it hard. It's a good thing that the line didn't get cut. That could happen if you've never gone ice fishing. They dart off, they go to the side, catch a sharp edge, and you can lose.
You'll see he clearly caught the biggest fish.
Oh, man,
but
awesome.
you don't want to stay tuned towards the end of this video. I'm going to show you a special recipe. I'm going to make Nordic lox out of these kokanee. I'll show you how to do it and show you how we're going to eat it. It's going to be really cool. And also we're going to do something special that we haven't done. We're going to give a shout out to a couple of our field researchers and also some new friends that we've made on YouTube.
Yes, it's very cool. Okay, so if you watch the very first part of this video, there's a ton of action in just a short period of time, and we got to kind of tell you what's going on so you can fully understand it. But all of a sudden, Jake makes a noise.
He screams. He's like, "Ha!"
Pole starting about goes down the hole.
Fish grabs it, pole goes straight up, it goes down the hole. On the GoPro, you see it heading for the bottom of the hole.
He took that thing hard. Usually you got a little bit of time and you can see it kind of do whatever, but it just went, and then Mike dove in after it, got his arm all wet.
I Supermaned it, man. I just dove off and just.
I don't know, was that a hero or a zero for not paying attention? I don't
know. Who could have got that pole? Oh, come with us to the lake and check it out.
Oh, man,
I guess you can see if I'm a hero or a zero. We'll find out. Come on, let's go out to the lake, out to the ice shack.
You bet.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you how to make my top secret recipe. Don't share this with anybody else, just for Crayster fans. We're gonna show you how to make our Kokanee, Nordic Kokanee lox. And first, you know, most of you know how to flay out a fish, but these little Kokanees are just bright and beautiful, but you just flay them out. And what you want to do when you're flaying a kokanee, there's not a ton of meat on it, so you definitely want to make sure you don't waste any. Look at that meat. It's just gorgeous. It's like landlocked salmon is exactly what that is. So we're going to flay this salmon out. A little kokanee salmon. And what's neat, I'll show you here. See, when I get done with this, look at these two fillets. They're so beautiful, and there should be nothing left on that bone. There's no waste here at Crayster. So I'm gonna flay this other one out, and then I'm gonna show you how you cure them. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you, now that I've got my fish all flayed out, my kokanee, I'm gonna show you how to make the dry mixture to cure the lox. What people don't know about Nordic lox is actually what it is it's the salmon that they used to cure it in this fashion to make its safety longer. And what it does, you use salt and you use sugar, and it cures it in the refrigerator. People cure it between 1 and 7 days on these small fish. I find that 3 days is just perfect. I'm gonna show you how to make this dry mix now. Now, what I do is I use 2 cups of brown sugar, and I use 1 whole cup of salt. Sounds like a lot, but that's what basically chemically cooks this in the refrigerator. And so I put the salt in with the brown sugar, and then what I like to do is I like a little bit of Cajun spice in mine. So I put a little Cajun spice in, a little bit of dill, or a little bit of dill weed I put in with it just to give it a little bit of dill flavor. That's really good. And then I'm not affiliated with these guys, but I love this thing. This African smoky seasoning is made by Trader Joe's. Gives it almost like a little bit of smoky flavor, like smoked salmon or something. And so that in with my mix works really good. So what I do when I get this together, those are all the ingredients, I mix it up. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these fillets in a bag, and then we're gonna put them in the fridge for 3 days. But I'll show you how I put them in a bag right now. Now I'm gonna show you, you just put the dry mixture into the bag, you put the kokanee in. One little secret, don't tell my wife, she doesn't like fish bones. I don't even take the pin bones out of the fillets. I just flay them out simply. When you cut the lox, it's so thin and it goes against the bone pattern that you can't even, the bones are smaller and so you can't even taste them. And so I leave them in to leave the maximum amount of fish in. At Crayster, we like to maximize our wild game yield. So what I do is I just put some of this mixture in a bag, and then what you're gonna do is we're gonna put the fish, the filleted fish, in on top. Check this out. So you put your fillets in here. I like to kind of line them up a little bit different like that. So they kind of go in. So you put it right on top of that mix. I like to have a lot of mixture. Some people think that might be a little excessive. That's what I like to do. Then what I do is I put this mixture right in on top of the little kokanees. You know, it's gonna take, like I said, it's gonna take 3 days for these to cure. You know, one thing you wanna do too is make sure when you put it in you're gonna put it in your refrigerator, but make sure you leave it real flat in your refrigerator. And the reason you wanna leave it real flat in the refrigerator is because they're gonna get really hard, kind of like smoked salmon. When they cure, they're gonna get real hard, and you want them to be flat. So when you cut them, you can cut real nice thin. I wish you could see what this looked like 3 days from now. It's going to be so neat.
Well, now, I've not told you this, but I've actually perfected my time machine. So
what are you talking about?
Well, I got this time machine going. If you want it, we could probably check it out here in just a little bit.
Let's do it.
I was like, oh, well, it's 3 days later.
Oh, I can't believe that worked. Yeah. Excellent. Well, I'm going to show you how to cut up the lox. This is when the lox looks just like that when it's finished. 3 days later, it looks just like that. It's kind of hard, very good. What you're going to want to do is you're going to have to cut it right. You always want to start cutting from the tail end. And so what you do is you cut thin pieces of it. And what you have is real kokanee lox. And what you want to do is you want to cut it. I try to get the skin off. But when you get to the middle of the fish, here, I'm going to skip the middle of the fish. Watch this. when you get to the middle of the fish, you get these nice pieces of, look at that, lox. And what you want to do with lox is you want to cut it just about paper thin. Look at that. That is just a beautiful piece of lox.
Man.
And we're going to show you, I'm going to cut this all up. I'll show you a picture. Hey, get out of there. I'm going to show you, Cash can't help himself.
Man.
I'm going to show you, I'm going to get this all cut up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to show you just one of the ways that we love to eat the kokanee lox. We'll come back in a second when this is all cut up.
Man, that's good.
Oh man, thanks so much for joining us out at the lake, and it was nice to show you how we make our secret kokanee lox. We also had some cheese soup with bacon and crawfish on top. Like always, we're gonna have a nice little feast here in the Crayster cabin.
It looks fantastic as always. You know, I know we're always saying this, but we sure appreciate all of our subscribers. If you're not subscribed to us, you should totally subscribe to us and check out all of our other really cool videos. And you know, give us a thumbs up, and we try and respond to each and all comments. So you know, leave a comment.
Absolutely, and we're gonna get something to eat. We're gonna eat some of this bagels and lox. Jake, you want some bagels and lox? Come on in. Come on and have some, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll catch you guys later. We gotta eat. Grab them up, man.
We'll see you next time.
All right, hey, we wanted to kind of thank a few people and give a shout out to some people that have joined our team or been doing nice things for us.
Yeah.
We appreciate all you guys out there, but we've got a couple things we want to say.
In particular, we would like to thank James Hatfield Jr. From Michigan. He's got a YouTube channel. It's called Uber Survival. I'm just blown away by this. He made this wooden plaque here that says, you know, Crayster. It looks awesome. The homemade ice fishing pole is very cool. And a couple of hoodies from, you know, Michigan. Very awesome.
Thanks,
and we would
James.
like to say thank you very much.
That's very nice.
We super appreciate that. And also, we'd like to thank Mike Friel. You know, we've talked to Mike a few times. A heck of a nice guy. And he's actually going to be making us some kind of Crayster brew with beer. So we're really looking forward to that. But we talked to Mike a few times on the phone. Really cool guy.
There's a guy named Doug MacArthur. He's out of California. He's a field researcher. He contacted me. He's doing an amazing crayfishing adventure. I don't want to give it away because it's kind of like a neat twist of crayfishing that we're going to see this fall. It's going to be amazing. And then there's a gentleman named Brandon Johnson out of Oregon. He's been so cool. You know, he's gone on our Facebook. He's been sharing and helping me out. And I just want to tell you, Brandon, I really appreciate that.
Well, that's cool. You know, we're both, you know, humbled and just excited that there's so much, excitement that we're brewing up there as, you know, crayfishing and whatnot. And we look forward to hearing more from other such people as well.
And you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for supporting us. Have a great day.
You bet. We'll catch you next time.